भवभयभ्रमणा नाथ सर्वे हमारी। हामिनी सब जीवे सर्वे जीवा कमंतु में। निधि में सब भूलेसु वैरम भर्जन के।
Thanks everyone for coming to remember Dad, also known as Pankaj Bhai, Gagha, and Pula, Masa, Mama. Today's sequence of events will be a series of Jain Sutis and speakers and songs to share our sentiments and wishes for his soul along the journey. After that, everyone will have a chance to pay your respects to Dad, and we'll follow that by a moment of silence, Stavan or slokas, and then the immediate family will proceed to the nation. Jean is going to talk a little bit about Dad.
Dad, I apologize for reading this off a sheet of paper. I do apologize. It did give us a lot of notice that you're not doing very well. You know, everybody had a different relationship with Dad. He was a mentor, a father, an uncle, a brother, and a friend. Growing up physically distanced from grandparents and extended family, Pankaj, Sonali, and myself, Dad was all of the above. Dad's unwavering adherence to his beliefs are what made him unique. He was just as virtuous at home as he was elsewhere. He never asked for help, but always offered it first, never expecting anything in return. Self-reliance and service were the core tenets of his life. Despite seldom stepping in a temple, I've witnessed more religion than most. Every day, Dad strictly adhered to his beliefs in thought and, most importantly, in action. Never a crude word uttered, never an expectation or reward was ever wished. The only thing he prayed for was knowledge and everyone's well-being. He was a true gentleman in every sense of the word. Everyone that Dad met was touched by his sincerity and ability to connect with people. He could recite Scottish poetry and make an Irishman enjoy it, explain chemistry to an 8th grader, and speak about history to a child. He championed those that couldn't fend for themselves. I once watched him yell at a sadhu for swindling a poor, uneducated family, and that was one of the moments of my life where I was most proud of my father. Bullying was never tolerated, regardless of its origin. Though for most of his life, he was beaten by disease, his spine never bent, he never shrank. Not from challenge, not from fear. His humanity and generosity never faltered. No matter the pressures of work or family, he always had more to offer. Whether it was words of encouragement, lessons in English, or his own lunch, he always had something to give. All the virtues he displayed, he never claimed. His one conceit was his heritage. He credited Gupranj and Gandhi for inspiring him. He spoke of his father, never cheating his clients, touted how progressive his father was, his social views, and just how his grandfather always repaid his debts. These lessons he learned half a world away and shared with us are his final gift to his countrymen, his friends, and his God. And for his God, respect was displayed in his daily actions. Every customer who walked into the store was not a business transaction, but an opportunity for him to serve and offer his time, attention, and kindness, small and large. He respected and welcomed all gods and religions because each had its virtues. He loved the purity Islam displayed in its mosques, open sky illustrating the long arms of the Lord, Buddhism's self-realization, and Judaism's scholasticism. But he loved Hinduism because of its humanity. As Dad once wrote, Hinduism regards God as a friend, not a deity to be feared, but a very wise and kind friend who is to be revered. He frequently quotes Tagore, "I'm able to love my God because he gives me the freedom to deny him." He says that Hindus bathe and dress God, put him to sleep, wake him up, and play with him. I know that Dad is now playing with a twinkle in his eye again, with his God and his parents in his village. Far from here, he's never far from us. He's present in the warmth of the sun, the richness of ghee and cream, in every well-crafted verse. A week ago, Dad said that he had miles to go before he slept. And so he does. He will remain forever industrious, as he'll be there in our morning cup of tea, in the evening when we read ourselves to sleep. His love knows no bounds, and neither does his spirit. And so he will carry on in our daily industry and continue on beyond us. Thank you.
When I talk about Pankaj, I can't imagine two radically different personalities. One is a North Pole, the other is South Pole. Our conversations will always end up in frustration for me. The family knows that. But I love this man. Not only I love him, I respect him. And that was because of his purity of heart, his willingness to help everybody. So he come across. I dare say, if he had $100 in his pocket and somebody needed it, he will give it away without a single thought. Once somebody asked Mahatma Gandhi, because I saw his picture, if somebody asks you what is the most important sloka in Upanishad, those who don't know, there are 12 major and 107 Upanishads. He will say, Isavasya Upanishada Taktvena Bunjita. Renounce and rejoice. Give and be happy. Pankaj was a real embodiment of that spirit. I miss you, friend. Rest in peace. The epilogue I'll say, I'll miss. Is that so?
Thank you. Dear Pankaj Bhai, all throughout my life, you have been my guide, my confidant, and my mentor. You are my angel who gave me the wings and taught me how to fly. Now it is time to spread your wings and fly, my angel. Your life has touched all of us. Your wings are very delicate, but your spirit conquers all. You gave us so much joy on earth, but God now reclaims the prize. Spread your wings and fly, my angel. Let your wings take to the skies. We will miss you dearly. but the heavens can't wait any longer. Soon you will be reunited with our parents and rejoice. We will search the starry nights for you, an angel star shining bright. We have some unfinished business to attend. I wish you will be my angel once again. But for now, your wings are ready to take off. So spread your wings and fly, my angel. Goodbye, Pankaj bhai.
मंगल मंदिर खोलो दयामय, मंगल मंदिर खोलो, मंगल मंदिर खोलो दयामय, मंगल मंदिर खोलो। जीवन वन अति वेगे बटायो, जीवन वन अति वेगे बटायो, द्वार उगो शिशु भोळो दयामय, मंगल मंदिर खोलो। तिमिर गयों ने ज्योति प्रकाशो, तिमिर गयों ने ज्योति प्रकाशो, शिशु ने उर्मा ल्यो दयामय, मंगल मंदिर खोलो। नाम मधुरतम रटो निरंतर, नाम मधुरतम रटो निरंतर, शिशु सह प्रेमे बोलो दयामय, मंगल मंदिर खोलो। दिव्य तृषातुर આવ્યો આ બાલક, દિવ્ય તૃષાતુર આવ્યો આ બાલક, પ્રેમ અમીર સઢોળો દયામય, મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો, મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો દયામય, મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો, મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો, મંગલ મંદિર ખોલો.
Now we're going to give some of our family in India an opportunity to say something to Dad. So we're going to call them, and so please be patient with us as we call them via WhatsApp. But we want to make sure that they all have an opportunity.
પછી પંકજભાઈ યાદ છે આપણે નાના હતા કેટલું રમતા હતા, નદીએ નાહવા જતા હતા, કેટલી બધી મજા કરતા હતા. સમરમાં અગાસીમાં, નાની અગાસીમાં આપણે બધા સૂઈ જતા હતા. સિલોન પર 10 થી 11 સુધી પિક્ચરના ગાયન સાંભળતા હતા. ને યાદ હોય તો તમે ભાઈને જીયા બોમ્બે ગયા હતા ને આપણે નદીએ નાહવા ગયા હતા. નદીમાં સાપ નીકળીને આપણે વહેલા બહાર નીકળી ગયા ને રસ્તામાં સેન્ડસ્ટોર્મ શરૂ થયું. પાછા આવતા માળ ઘરે આવ્યા હતા. કેટલી મજા કરતા હતા નાની અગાસીમાં. એટલે આપણે બધા ભેગા સૂઈ જતા હતા ભાઈ જીયા સાથે. કેટલી મજા કરતા હતા આપણે. પણ એક વસ્તુ પંકજભાઈ, આજે હું કંઈ પણ જે પોઝિશનમાં છું ડ્યુ ટુ યુ, તમે મને જે રીતે ભણાયો અને જે મારા નોલેજ આપ્યું એનાથી આજે હું આ પોઝિશનમાં છું. એ તમારો ઉપકાર જિંદગીમાં નહીં ભૂલે મારાથી.
મૂકી દો ફોન.
પૂજ્ય પંકજભાઈ, તમે અમારા દિલમાં હંમેશા
Power
માટે મોટા
on.
ભાઈ તરીકે રહેશો. નાના ભાઈ બહેનો, નાના ભાઈઓ પ્રત્યેનો અસીમ પ્રેમ, તમારા આપેલા સંસ્કાર, સારું વાંચન કરવાની ટેવ, એ માટે અમે તમારા ઉપકારી છીએ. બાળક સમ નિર્દોષ સ્વભાવ હંમેશા યાદ રહેશે. ભગવાનને અત્યારે એક જ પ્રાર્થના કરવાનું મન થાય છે, દયા દયા સિંધુ દયા સિંધુ દયા કરજે દયા કરજે. પંકજભાઈને આ જંજીરોથી હવે જલ્દી છૂટા કરજે. Bye bye પંકજભાઈ, we love you and all your family. Bye.
I'm supposed to be a message from Brahma, who is in transit and traveling, but I know I won't be able to read, so I ask Minerva to read on my behalf.
So I'm reading a message sent from Pankaj Kaku and his family. Pratap Kaku and his family. Dearest Pankaj Bhai, we love you very much and will miss you forever. Rest assured, we all love Banna Bhabi and the kids as much and will take care of them. We will need yours and Bhai Jia's blessing for the rest of our journey. Wherever you are, we will find you, and knowing you are our umbrella in the good and the bad times. Have a safe journey to the other world and beyond.
Bye.
Yeah, Manu ma'am, you can start, say a few words about from the start.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah. You can say a few words about from the start, Andrew.
Yeah. પંકજભાઈ, ખૂબ વાલથી અને પ્રેમથી લોકોને, પછી તે પારકા હોય કે પોતાના, દરેકને સહારો આપનારા વ્યક્તિ, પોતાનું દુઃખ ભૂલી દરેકને આગળ વધારવાની ભાવનાવાળા વ્યક્તિ, ક્યારેય કોઈના પણ માટે ફરિયાદ નહીં, અને સૌથી મોટું સગડી ભૂલી જવાનું. ફોટોગ્રાફીમાં તો એમને એવોર્ડ આપવો પડે. ક્યારે પણ એમના પાડેલ ફોટા જોવા એ એમને કેપ્ચર કરેલ ક્ષણને યાદ કરાવની મજા જ કઈ નિરાલી છે. હંમેશ જૂના પિક્ચરો બ્લેક એન્ડ વ્હાઇટ ચેનલ પર જોઈને મુસ્કુરાતા રહે, અને જૂના ગીતો ગણગણીને વડીલોની યાદ દેવડાવતા રહે. હંમેશ પન્નાના વખાણ કર્યા કરે, અને કેમ ના કરે, એ તો છે જ એવી. એના જેવી રસોઈ તો કોઈ બનાવે જ નહીં. મારા વાલા બનેવી હંમેશ મારા દીકરાને પોતાનો વળી સાથ આપતા રહેતા, જે આજે સાથ છોડીને અનંતની યાત્રાએ ચાલી નીકળ્યા. પણ પ્રભુ એમના આત્માને પરમ શાંતિ આપે, એ જ પ્રાર્થના. ઓમ શાંતિ.
Yeah, Sanjay Kaki, you can say a few words about from the start now.
પંકજભાઈ, હું તમને શું કહું? મને બહારના કીધા વગર સંભળાવ્યા વગર જતા રહ્યા ને, આવી એન્જોય કરાય? મારા વાળા સ્નેહી સજ્જનો, શ્રી પંકજભાઈ માટે હું શું કહું? પંકજભાઈ, મને વાર્તા સંભળાવ્યા વગર જતા રહ્યા ને, હવે એન્જોય કરાઈશું. મારા વાલા શ્રેણી સજ્જન, શ્રી પંકજભાઈ માટે હું શું કહું? એ તો આ જેવી દુનિયાના જીવત આવતા, આપણે સાદી ભાષામાં જેને આલિયા ઓલિયા ભગત કહીએ તેવા એ ભોળા જીવ હતા. માયાળુ અને પ્રેમાળ પણ તેવા, દયાળુ પણ તેવા, કે કોઈની પણ કંઈ પણ જરૂર હોય તે તરત મદદ કરવા માટે તૈયાર થઈ જાય, અને એની મદદ કરવા માટે પોતાના ફેમિલીનો પણ વિચાર ન કરે. હું તો એમની સાથે 5 વખત લાંબા ટાઈમ સુધી રહી છું, માટે મને એમનો બરાબરનો ખ્યાલ છે. તો આવો મિત્રો, આપણે ઓલિયા ભગત માટે આપણે સર્વે મળીને પરમ કૃપાળુ પરમાત્માની પ્રાર્થના કરીએ કે એ પરમ કૃપાળુ પરમાત્મા એમના આત્માને શાશ્વત શાંતિ, સુખ અને શાંતા આપશે. એમના આત્માને હંમેશા કલ્યાણ કરશે, તથા એમના આત્માને હંમેશા જૈન ધર્મનું શરણું ઓળજો, તેમજ એમના પરિવારજનોને આ કપરા કાળમાં સહન કરવાની શક્તિ આપશે. ઓમ શાંતિ શાંતિ શાંતિ.
Yeah, Manu Mama, you can say a few words about Kaka.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello. This is. Can you hear me?
Yes.
This is Manubhai and Dina Gandhi, Panna's elder brother and Bobby from Mumbai, India. Pankaj Bhai was very dear to us. We were all very upset to hear the news of his sad demise. He was always been a wonderful and simple person with a beautiful soul. He was always helpful everyone. And around him and was an extremely charitable man. May his soul rest in peace. God give strength to the entire family. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. પ્રભુ તેના આત્માને શાંતિ આપે.
Rajesh uncle, તમે YouTube video pause કરીને બોલશો ને please.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me, Rajesh uncle?
સર્વે સ્વજનો અને સ્નેહીજનોને રાજેશના પ્રણામ. પંકજભાઈ વિશે કંઈ કહેવાનું છે ત્યારે એમ કહી શકાય કે એક સાદો સરળ જીવ અને એક અતિ પ્રેમાળ અને સંવેદનશીલ વ્યક્તિ આજે આપણી વચ્ચેથી ચાલ્યો ગયો છે. બદમનસાઈ અને બોર સ્વભાવ એમની ઓળખાણ હતી. કોઈના પણ કામમાં આવવું અને એને મદદરૂપ થવું એ એમનો સ્વભાવ હતો. ઘણા લોકોને પોતાને ત્યાં આશરો આપી જીવનમાં આગળ વધવાની પ્રેરણા અને સહારો આપ્યા હતા. મેં એમને કહેતા પણ સાંભળ્યા હતા કે I am destined to be a king maker but not a king. પણ મારા મતે તો તેઓ તેમના દરિયા જેવા દિલની દોલતથી કોઈ રાજવી કરતા કમ ન હતા. તો એક સાહિત્ય રસિક વ્યક્તિ પણ હતા. ઘણા બધા સાહિત્યના પુસ્તકોનો તેમના ઘરે વસાવેલો સંગ્રહ તે વાતની સાક્ષી બોલે છે. ઘણા પ્રસંગોએ ઘણી વ્યક્તિઓ માટે તેમણે સ્વહસ્તે રચેલી અને લખેલી તેમની કવિતાઓ પણ દર્શાવે છે કે તેમનો ભાષા પરનો પ્રેમ અને પ્રભુત્વ કેટલા સુંદર હતા. કેન્સર જેવી મહાભયંકર બીમારી સામે પણ જે ધીરે અને વિસ્તારથી તેમણે લડત આપી છે એ પણ અનન્ય જ છે. આટલી બધી તકલીફ આટલા બધા વર્ષો સુધી સહેવા છતાં તેમણે ક્યારેય નાસીપાસ થયા વગર દરેક પરિવારજનોની સહાય સાથે આ બીમારીને જીવનનો એક ભાગ જ ગણીને અને સ્વીકારીને છેલ્લા શ્વાસ સુધી મોંઘે મોઢે સહન કરી બતાવી છે. આજે આવા ઉમદા વ્યક્તિત્વને ગુમાવીને દરેક સ્વજનને ઊંડું દુઃખ અને ખેદ થાય એ સ્વાભાવિક જ છે. પરોપકારી, સહનશીલ અને પારિવારિક જીવન કેમ જીવવું તે એમની જીવનની કહાની કહી જાય છે. અંતમાં પ્રભુને જ પ્રાર્થનાને વિનંતી કરું છું કે એમના પ્રેમાળ અને ભલા જીવને પ્રભુ સદગતિ આપે, સદગતિ આપે. પ્રણામ.
As you heard everyone talk about Pankaj Pai, there's a very, very appropriate Gujarati song that brings together all his qualities. वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहीजे पीड़ पराई जानी रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहीजे पीड़ पराई जानी रे पर दुखे उपकार करे तोए पर दुखे उपकार करे तोए मन अभिमान न आणी रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए सकल लोक मां सहुने वंदे निंदा न करे केनी रे वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे धन धन जननी तेनी रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कही समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्यागी पर स्त्री जेने मात रे जिह्वा थकी असत्य न बोले जिह्वा थकी असत्य न बोले पर धन नव झाले हाथ रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहीजे पीड़ पराई जानी रे मोह माया व्यापे नहीं जेने दृढ़ वैराग्य जेना मन मारे राम नाम शू ताળી लागे राम नाम शू ताળી लागे सकल तीरथ जीना तन मारे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए वण लोभिने कपट रहित छे काम क्रोधनी वारा रे भले मळ्या रे नेता नरसैना स्वामी भले नरसैयो तेनु दर्शन करता कुल एको तेर तार्या रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहीजे पीड़ पराई जानी रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कही Dad called his body a corporeal shell, which tells me that even though he's not physically with us, he's always with us.
So rather than offer further thoughts on Dad, which in my sleepless and grieving state would likely produce something Dad would consider trite, I'll read just one of the many poems that he has written, one of hundreds of poems. All his life, he has unwittingly been working on giving us the best gift of all, a gift most children never have the benefit of receiving, his own words to remember him by, and to pass on his legacy with. It's about God, and it's joyous, because that's something that he would want to give you today. It's called The Fickle Artist. In this gallery, restless you roam, pouring great pieces of your realm, scattering sculptures and landscapes in order haphazard as you please. Portraits and canvases priceless, painted in copper and emerald hues, with labor arduous and intense, and time spent abundant, generous. You tear apart with rage unexplained, or take a mighty brush, paint dip to trees, mountains, and rivers, and toss and change viciously the look of the lands. Critics and admirers you treat equanimous, admitting all to the rows of wonders, though time of admission or duration known not to the gazing population. Ever-changing masterpieces of art and frescoes of limitless length we marvel at through displays, fearing the clanging bell of expulsions. Rare do you appear and converse in lingua simple and wise. Ofttimes you mutter and grumble in dialects incomprehensible and guttural. All this begs a question to be asked, with disrespect not intended. Are you afflicted like my dear child with annoying ADD, my lord? Dad was ready to publish some of his poems, and we did begin to submit them to some poetry magazines. And unfortunately, he didn't get to see the fruits of that labor, but we self-published 4 of them, and will continue to do so. So we look forward to sharing more of his poetry with you over the years.
As I listen to everyone speak, a few things are clear. Dad loved and was beloved. And as he always told us, his kids, English is a poor man's language because Gujarati and Hindi and Sanskrit are far more expressive. And thanks to him, I actually understood quite a bit of what everyone said. Dad wrote here one of the quotes, which he had earmarked because he had many books on poetry. He would say at the Garpo, "My last salutations are to them who knew me imperfect and loved me." I tell you about Dad and many things I'm sure that each one of you can say, and I want to hear them. Please do keep telling us, because we don't know enough about his life out. But right now, I'll let you commune with Dad one-on-one. Let me tell you about how we, his immediate family, knew him. In short, Dad loved us fiercely and steadfastly, both holding us close with his love and giving us the freedom to explore at the same time. He was honest about who he was and who he aspired to be, showing us it was okay to be human, have flaws, while still striving to live by a core set of values and to be better. He loved us unconditionally and built a family with the strongest ties such that we turn more to each other than to our friends, similar to how Dada and Ba raised him. He brought that same spirit from Gubberbunch here. Dad's pride was in seeing us, including Mom, grow and learn and achieve, giving us all a chance to chase our dreams. As all parents do, he and Mom wanted to keep us close, but he knew that we needed more to become our full selves. When I was in college and Mom wanted us to stay close to home, he once said to her, "If you let them go, they'll come back." And come back we do repeatedly for Mom and Dad and each other. In that frame, as James know, Dad's Atma, his soul, needs to be set free in order for him to return back to us in his next life. I ask that you continue to remember him, and then on the 12th day, Barmu, June 17th, when his soul needs to depart for the next place, celebrate him. Eat his favorite foods. Laddu and ice cream are always easy to find. I'll leave you with one last quote from Tagore. "Let my love, like sunlight, surround you, and yet give you illumined freedom." Okay. We can take a few minutes for everyone to pay your last respects to Dad. Please take a few flower petals. You can put them on his chest. We'll do one row at a time, and then we ask that you please be seated for a moment of silence after that.
those of you that would like to come forward to offer flowers.
Take a moment of silence.
शिवमस्तु सर्वजगतः परहितनिमित्ता भवन्तु भूतगणाः दोषाः प्रयान्तु नाशं सर्वत्र सुखी भवन्तु लोकाः उपसर्गक्षयं यान्ति चिन्त्यन्ते विघ्नवल्लिनः मनः प्रसन्नतामेति पूज्यमाने जिनेश्वरम् सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं सर्वकल्याणकारणं प्रधानं सर्वधर्माणं जयं जयति शासनम् जयं जयति शासनम् जयं जयति शासनम्.
We ask that you enjoy the outdoors for a little while. We have some water outside. Take a few minutes. Dad loved nature, and we thought of no better place than to spend a few minutes reflecting on him and outside while the family goes to the crematory. And after we return, we can all go to our house for lunch.
Please, everybody, come home after lunch. Anybody in the direction address, please, please join us for lunch afterwards. For a few minutes, we'll just sit outside while family spends time. Thank you. Thank you.
With your word, number 1.